Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, like this one, you can do so by joining our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. Go ahead, Forger. What happened last session?
Last week was a traveling week. We got on board an airship that's taking us across Marquette to an area where there's supposedly a disturbance of things coming through a portal, and the people on the ship are responsible for closing it. And we are to be responsible for curtaining anything that is attempting to come through, or fighting it, or dealing with it. I don't really know yet. None of us know yet exactly what there will be, but it's probably something. As we traveled, we took upon ourselves the project of taking the giant gator skin that we got from a giant gator that we killed, and we decided to try and make it into a portable hole. I'm skinning it, tanning it, making it supple, trying to make it a big enough usable circle of fabric that we could ensorcel with Argon's help. And that's about it. We got a little bored. Broska decided it'd be fun to do a little fishing. So we took a harpoon, tied a rope to it, saw some what he thought were parrot-like bird things flying by, and threw his harpoon into them, javelin into them. However, he happened to skewer 3 wormling dragons, red dragons. Not bad as it goes, but shortly thereafter, the parent came to get mad at us. A fight ensued. I got to jump on a dragon from an airship, which can't beat. And in midair, we battled with it and eventually killed it. Almost falling to our death, but Argon saved us with a feather fall, and we made it to the ground. Harvest a little bit of things off of the dragon, a couple of wing bones, and a couple of other things. We're going to set to probably making some sort of dragon bow or 2, and something else. I can't remember what else we planned on making out of it. But
staff and
the staff
necklace.
and the dragon bows. That's right.
The scaled ornament.
And I think that's about it. Yeah, we took a couple of teeth to look at and to show as things we've done, and then we got back on the ship and re-embarked on our 2-hour tour. And that's where we are now, with the provocation that they've requested that Sinclair and Broska no longer do their fly fishing for fear that we might hit something worse next time.
And sit on opposite sides of the boat as one another.
That's one of the other requests. Yeah.
They don't trust the 2 of you together. Between the 2 of you, they believe you would have a whole wit.
I think it's funny that you're saying they.
I'm sure the crew was consulted in the decision.
Anywho, over the next few days, travel continues. The ship is repaired a decent amount, but not fully. Oh, wait.
How many days? You said 2?
Yes, 2 more days. So, any preparations you all wish to take? Prepare your new spells, as today is the day you are supposed to arrive over towards that mysterious portal. Broska, have you checked your spells?
Yeah, all 4 of them.
Good. Everyone else good?
Good.
I'm still picking.
I did do the contingency yesterday, and then
Sounds good.
I've prepped for today. So
I'll let Argon know that I've got a elemental bane if we need it. Since the courtier stated that we'll be fighting elemental creatures. Figured not a bad idea to have it ready.
true.
And hey, if we survive this, we get 15K and a free trip to my homeland.
Yes.
Where we can dock for the night and you can study to your heart's content in that stone.
So, as you all are traveling, you're called up to the top of the deck to keep watch. The weird phenomenons can begin to happen this far out. There's already been reportings of minor elemental activity, stretching even further, but nothing too terribly concerning as of yet. Off in the distance, let me know when any of you see it.
Can I go to the crow's nest so I can get a bird's eye view?
Oh, I was just about to do that.
Sure, any 2 of you can go up there and fit.
Well, you said any 2.
Yep. We just got permission.
I would like an athletics check from both of you.
I'm just gonna use my rope of climbing, hook it to Brusca,
That shouldn't
then
be an
wrap it around
advantage.
my waist so he can carry me up.
Oh, jeez.
A 1. Roscoe, as you're climbing up, Sinclair gets tangled up inside of the netting underneath with his rope, and then you get caught on him and you both are just caught halfway up the netting.
We did it again.
As they're climbing, I just look at the captain and say, you probably should have. Anyway, I'll be right back. And I fly up to assist.
I need a sleight of hand check from the 2 of you to get yourselves unstuck.
Can I assist giving them advantage, maybe? Oh, never mind.
If you want to. Oh, yeah, as easy
You're
enough.
probably gonna need to give it to me, if anything.
Roscoe got himself untangled. 5, Sinclair's still stuck.
With
So as you get up to the
help, it's a 9. But yeah,
You're still stuck. You float on up to the top. It's just a mess what they did. That's just... In 2 seconds, they wreaked more havoc than... Well, it's pretty on par with them. Mordrum, roll me a perception check. As you're looking out across the grand expanse of the open skies, being just shorter than the lowest of clouds and feeling the chilly air all the way up here. Start looking.
Mm-hmm.
And beneath you, there doesn't appear to be anything. I mean, there's sands, ruins, group of traveling people. But when you look above you,
Mm-hmm.
there's this horizontal shift in the air. Looking at it, it stretches maybe 20 feet across from side to side. It almost resembles like a closed eye that's just slowly opening.
I point at it and I call down to the captain. Captain, is that what we're looking for?
Yes, that is what you are looking for.
I'm confused by his wording. I look at him like, okay. What are you looking for?
A way that we don't have to land the ship right next to it.
Oh, okay.
Can someone get me out of this?
Yep. And
As
I'll
the
just,
netting is getting worse.
I'll actually cut him out and then just mend the ropes magically.
Yeah.
Because it's my knot tying is tying, not untying.
Yeah. So you cut him out. He slams down to the ground again. Then you take your time fixing up the ship. I don't think we have any choice except to go up there and go next to the rift itself. Alrighty, crew, get us up there. Ship begins raising higher and higher. As it does so, you see your benefactor puts on a very large coat, starts buttoning it all the way up, and wraps a cloth around their face multiple times.
Does it look like it's protecting against cold or fire?
Cold.
Okay.
It's probably going to get cold this high up, Sinclair. I know how much you love that.
Grab the furs out of the bag of holding. Throw them back on. I hate wearing this.
All of you that don't have boots of flight, at least stick close to me until we find what we have to fight so that I can give you flight before you take off, because I have to be able to touch you.
So move yourselves on the map to where that would be.
Probably just set up like here in the center. We both just... Because I need to be able to touch you guys in order to give you flight. So...
Oh, cool.
So, as you begin lifting up this high into the sky, you all start to notice the temperature dropping incredibly fast. You don't see your breath in front of you. In fact, breathing is becoming harder for you to do this high up. Air seems to be fleeting. Even as you are inhaling and exhaling, you're just not filling yourself with that necessary treatment. Okay, everybody. Stabilize your breathing. Do it as well, slowly, in and out, repeatedly.
Is this higher?
Do not work yourself too quickly. You exert yourself up here, you can possibly pass out.
Is this higher than the Dust Family's shrine?
This is above the clouds.
Well, I
yes.
know their volcano was technically high enough in altitude.
No, it was not higher than clouds. It was really high, but it's not higher than clouds. This is the equivalent of, like, the peaks of Mount Everest. Would be like the low end of where you are. You're going high altitude above the cloud line. So, everybody, if you use all 3 of your resources in a round of combat, at the end of that turn, you have to give a con save, or you might be stunned next round catching your breath. That is your movement, bonus action, action. If you use all of them, you might overexert yourself.
Okay.
These are the mechanics of high altitude fighting. Now, you continue flying up there, and you all now see the shimmering horizontal rift in the air. Argan, you've never been close to a source of energy like this before, or a source of magic. It's very strange. You call upon magic similar to this in order to teleport yourself or others away from different various situations. Opening of rifts in order to push people forward or move them through distances. But this is a very strange arcane display that you are witnessing.
Is it similar in nature to?
Go ahead, Argan. Argan was about to say something.
So I've never seen anything quite like it though. So it's how big is it?
From this perspective, the opening in the rift is about 15 feet across or so. But the rift itself expands further out about 25 feet on either side past that. So it could open up to about 100 feet across total, if it fully opens.
At the rate that we're going, how long do I think before we get close to it?
Right now, you're within about 200 feet. You'll be there within a few moments.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead, Sinclair. You were going to say something.
Is this similar in nature to the ones from my era?
What?
Because there were rifts during my era that brought the demons.
Yes. My era. You said those two words at the exact same time. My era. That's what you said. Okay, cool. This rift is... Roll me a history check, Sinclair.
Do I get advantage for it being something from my past?
Unless you have a feature that gives you that advantage, you do not get it. You just gain opportunity.
No.
You didn't spend a lot of time investigating them. That really wasn't your calling. And you're still writing your brain.
Have I ever heard of anything like this? Or is it pretty...
History. There's been stories and theories thrown around at dinner nights with your parents and other philosophers and arcanists and historians that would come over. You've heard of fleeting stories around, the eyes of the outer realms. This seems more accurate towards that statement, the eyes of the outer realms. It strikes you very close based off of that wording for it. Almost like this world is being peered upon and things are coming through it. But as for anything more specific than that, no.
Okay.
You get within about 30 feet of it or so.
Oof.
And...
I just said, oof. Close.
And there is a plank off the side of your ship that is set up over towards it. Your benefactor walks the plank over towards it, pulls out a couple of strange devices on themselves, and begins trying to interact with it without touching it directly.
The ship is stopped. Sir, how long does this take?
Multiple hours.
Hey, Fordrum,
All right. Yeah,
see if there's any type of magnetic disturbance here with the waystone by checking your new wristwatch.
Yeah. I take out the waystone and look at which way it's pointing or if it's just going.
Going around in circles.
Yes, there is. Circles.
I'm going to start to ritually cast Detect Magic. If it doesn't go off, it doesn't go off. If we don't have time. Just somebody stop me if something happens. Then I'll sit down and start working on casting it.
I'm standing
whatever
at... Sorry, go ahead, Sinclair.
whatever it is, it's affecting the magnetic pull of our world. So that's not good.
I stand at the end of the plank that the guy is out on because I'm just being ready. If for any reason he falls, gets hit, does something, I'm the one who's going after him first.
All right.
So
We'll look back at Braska and Sinclair. Keep an eye out around us. We need to be sure that if any enemies are afoot, that they are engaged with before they get to this vessel. So where Forgrim is standing is the edge where the plank is. Argon, you're right here ritually casting. Braska, Sinclair, where are you going to keep your eye? The rift is right there.
Well, I'm going to stay near Argon, so I guess I'll move one lower and look out and see if I see any.
Which way are you looking?
Like, yeah, that.
Towards the rift?
Yeah, basically scanning that direction.
Okay. Braska, you.
Seeing that everyone's looking towards the rift, I'm gonna try something new and look away from the rift.
So this way?
Yeah.
Alrighty. And are you standing right there while you do so?
Yeah. I had to stay close to Argon, so.
Roll me perception checks, both of you.
Alright.
I'm going to use my game inspiration. Hmm? 23.
Okay. 10 minutes goes by. Argon, your spell procs, and the magic radiating off of the rift is conjuration.
Okay.
Not specifically. Actually, roll me an Arcana check. The way the magic is designed, it is not something that is cast. So if you were worried about this being artificially created, that is not what happened here. This is a naturally occurring event. The magic within this territory seems foreign, but also like it is grabbing the magic local to this area in order to produce this effect. It does not show any signs of consciousness. It just seems to be a phenomenon.
So it feels like a natural phenomenon that just, for some reason, has happened, but it's kind of self-feeding off of the magic in the area.
Correct.
Interesting.
Now, with your detect magic going off, there are a few other magical aspects on your benefactor. Roll me a perception check. Yes. Very strange magic here.
There's a lot of magic coming from that. I'm fairly distracted.
We're not robbing our benefactor. He's paying us.
It wasn't a matter of robbing. It was a matter of just knowing what he was doing.
You do see something in his hand that seems to be an extendable identifier. You know this device has been popular in Tal'Dorei recently this year. It's called an actuator. It's sold out of specific magical shops, and it allows people to identify by touching the object to whatever object you are identifying instead of touching yourself to it. Useful object.
It's
No
useful.
cursing yourself.
It helps. Argon,
Yes.
by your best assumptions, do you think this goes beyond the 9th school of magic?
Well, I mean, it's a natural phenomenon, so I don't know that any one mortal person could have gathered this much energy. Do I have a feeling that's true? This is beyond the
Yes,
scope of
that is a fair statement.
I don't think this is anything any one person could do unless they were beyond a mortal, a god, extraplanar entity of some form. But I really feel like this is just a natural phenomenon. Maybe something about the way our worlds are connected across the planes.
That is what I was fearful for. They pull a satchel out in front of them and put away their actuator and start pulling out other objects, rods, and looks over. Helm the ship. We need to go from side to side all the way around it.
Again,
Is there anything? Oh, go ahead, Sinclair.
do you think the problem might exist on the other side? That's why the rifts in Ice Lacrosse here and the other location he mentioned make these breakthroughs so often. Like there's a tear on the other side that's causing other entities to breach those tears.
It could be the. We were told that it. Do they always connect to the plane of dreams, and then something comes through the plane of dreams to here, or is it just this time happened to be that way?
This time
Okay.
it happens to be that way. Yes. Like something opened up in the plane of dreams that's consciousness was there.
I mean, there's a barrier of sorts that exists between the planes. It's possible that where these things pop up most often are just weak spots in the barrier, and something could have pushed it open from the other side, but it's certainly feeding itself from this side.
You watch as every 10 feet or so around this entire object as you are rotating around, he places a platinum rod and tosses these little tiny balls that start rotating around them, and the rod seems to just keep acting and rotating on its own accord, sometimes becoming chaotic and other times staying very firm in how they are sitting. But the beads continue to rotate around them. Continues to set them up all the way around.
Is there anything I can be doing to help you?
Are you capable of contacting through to other planes?
No, I've never had anything doing with. I've never really spent much time studying planar communications.
Hey, Fordrum, if I make the sigil of the Dreamweaver, would you be able to commune with her? Since this rift opens up to her plane? One of her high priestess stated that the Dreamweaver owed me a favor for returning their relic, so...
Otis?
Hmm.
Sinclair just asked you a question.
I'm sorry. Do what? That was me.
If I make the insignia here on the boat and etch it in, could you speak through it through the portal to her plane, which is right there? Because her plane is literally there. Could you like commune with her?
Who's her?
The Dreamweaver.
No, I don't. I wouldn't speak her language, probably.
You're a man of the cloth.
The Moonweaver is who you are thinking of, not the Dreamweaver.
You're talking about Sahani?
No, I'm talking about the Dreamweaver. That's the one that I got the favor from. It's on my notes.
You labeled it wrong because the only Weaver is the Moonweaver, who you did assist, and that was the right entity. There's no Dreamweaver deity on Exandria.
Yeah, but it's sort of hard to answer that because I'm a man of a different cloth. I'm not a follower, worshiper, or knowledge of her ilk. There's a bunch of elves on here. I'm sure one of these people can do it.
I just figured since you're a man of cloth, you might have the means of doing it. I learned a few things while at church when they were mugging me.
The Moonweaver does not have any power in the realm of dreams. The realm of dreams is a lawless place filled with all imaginable creatures that ever were dreamt of. It's not a realm of deities.
Whose shrine was the one that was there at the Cinderess?
Yeah, that was
Knowing
the
mistress.
mother. No,
The Wild Mother,
Wild Mother was the one.
which would be Exandria,
Right.
the realm itself.
Right.
Nobody.
Mother Earth.
Or no, yeah, it was nobody, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's nobody.
Argon's still bitter about that.
Fair.
The only other entity I think of would be the one of time, which I've only had contact once with.
I have a question for you, Sinclair.
Yes.
Have you ever tried doing something of your own accord, or do you always go asking mommy and daddy for help? They look back at you.
Man, that's cold.
I just hold up so that Sinclair can't see.
You need to beat him up for you?
After
At
he
this point,
closes
I'm
the
half
rift-
tempted to kick him off the boat
After
because
he closes
I
the
am not
rift,
skilled enough to make a communication to a plane.
I mean, yes. Yeah.
So
They're
it is
just
prudent of me to ask someone who would naturally know how to speak to the gods or planar entities like that.
well. You may choose to always rely on gods to solve all of your problems, but if there is something in recent eras that we have learned, it is the power is in the hand of the mortals. That is why we do what we do.
You want me to go cut it? I'll go cut it. Argon, can I have fly? I will go cut this thing. Let's
No,
see if there's a reaction.
Wait. Nobody said cut anything. I'm just saying, you have two mages with exceptional experience here. We should be able to handle this situation without divine intervention.
And do you always trust your magic to always work? Because I've been
I
to a
trust
zone
myself more than I trust anything.
that throws that law of magic out the window. You can't always
Okay.
count on
I put my
magic to
hand.
solve a problem.
I put my hand on the Father Stone and pray that we just survived this day.
so no, I cannot contact another plane. Is there anything else I could do to help you?
I'm going to have to fuse magic into these rods. They take a couple of steps off the plank towards you. They've set up all of the rods all the way around, and they all seem to be rotating every 10 or so feet from one another, just statically in the air. We're going to have to infuse magic into them. These are null magic rods that I've been working on for quite a while now. In theory, if we infuse enough spellcraft into them, it should nullify magic within the realms of each of their territory and connect each one to one another to close the magic within its proximity. In theory.
So I can focus varying powers of countering magic into it, if that's what we want to do.
Or dispelling.
That's what I meant.
either
I meant
one.
dispelling, but I have both memorized. I can do both counter and dispel.
Would your gravitas magic work on something like this?
I don't think that gravity would make much of a difference.
Gravity? What?
Well, like this thing's affecting the magnetic pole, so it must be pulling something.
Well,
so I figure maybe affecting
Wielding
gravity
well,
in the well.
your waystone, Sinclair, can't be working off gravity or off of electrical or what? God, why can't I think of the word for it? The magnetic fields, because you said that it's to a particular point. That's not how the magnetic fields work. You can't direct it to a city and point the magnetic field to that city. It's the waystone is magic based, not magnetic based. So it's what's messing with it is all the magic around here. And either one's not gravity.
I've heard rumors of graviturgy recently.
Yeah.
Is that real?
That's his school of choice.
Make it
He's a professor in it.
A leading expert, not a professor. And
you took your exam and you passed. You beat your mother.
That doesn't make me a professor.
Phrasing?
Give me a rudimentary understanding of your capabilities with this magic, please.
I spent some time studying magic that can manipulate gravity. More of it spent around manipulating time than gravity, though. But they're both kind of parallel schools. They're tied to each other.
Layman's version for those of us who've witnessed. Pick a point, sucks to it.
Yeah.
If someone attacks
Everything
you, you
in
can
proximity?
make them cease to be for a minute or a
Yes.
moment.
Yeah. So I can force a small thing out of time for a short period of time, or I can suck everything in about a 20-foot hole in, or in about 100-foot line, about 15 feet across.
Well, there's our event horizon right there.
Okay, bros, is it breezy up here or is it not? Is it pretty still?
It's still incredible.
Hey, Broska, can you light a match a couple steps away from me and just see if it stays burning or if it goes out?
All right.
Thanks, man.
Try to do that.
All right. You light a match and you take 1 point of fire damage as the entire thing ignites in your hand.
Wait, it burns fast?
If he's only a couple of steps away from you?
No. A couple more steps away from me.
Right, so how far away from
Right now, he's like...
Because a couple of steps is like 5
Right
feet.
now, he's 20 feet away, so I was going to ask him to go 5 more feet.
Oh, okay.
There.
So out here, all right, you light a match out here, it barely sizzles and then extinguishes.
Because of the limited oxygen, right? Got it.
But near you, it engulfed.
No, well, I don't know about that, but
Well, that's what he said, right?
yeah, but
That is what I said.
he didn't
Which
do
is
it near
odd
me.
when you naturally put out fires. Like, it made it intensify.
Point that I'm trying to get across is that we didn't really do that test, right? That was a mistaken understanding. So the test was the thing. So my point that I'm trying to make is, just so we know, fire spells may not work very well.
Unless they're
usually-
near you, which it looks like they amplify.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. That's out of game information. We didn't actually do that first experiment. That was my misunderstanding of what he was
Right.
asking. Ignore everything I said for that first instance. Yes.
I try with my flame tongue just to see if it still, does its flaming thing.
Wait, what?
I try to ignite my flame tongue just to see if it still stays lit.
Oh yeah, flame tongue stays.
All
lit.
right, cool.
Magic.
Yeah, just,
So- So that's a question. Does
Uh.
it seem bigger than normal?
About average.
swear it's usually
So-
bigger than this.
You can create
what she
a
said.
That was the
impact point in order to pull things in an area into a small proximity.
Yes.
That may actually be useful.
Okay. Are you thinking to focus all of these into one point? Or are you thinking...
If we infuse all of these with magic, high enough level magic that it can nullify what is happening in this zone. And then we close the zone by forcing all of the rods into one fixed location. Did that destroy the zone completely? Argon Arcana check. You're the only person who could figure this out with your understanding of graviturgy.
You said words. I think.
26. What he was suggesting there would have been catastrophic. The similar situation would be putting a bag of holding into a bag of holding.
Yeah, no, that would be bad. That would be putting dimensional inside a dimensional. We would cause a feedback loop. It would probably take all of us out. It might close the rift, but it will take us with it.
That is not the solution I favor.
No.
Well, thank
Me
goodness.
either.
How big of a feedback do you think it would cause?
If it's big enough to close this rift, it'll be at least as big as the rift. So
Well, I'm wondering, with your new spell, Contingency, could the Contingency open a portable hole?
With your 26 Arcana, Argon, your estimate would be an explosion probably 5 miles in diameter.
So no, I can't do anything about that. I mean, no, because I don't have anything that I can contingency that would take us far enough away. Because anything that would be either takes too long for contingency to kick off, or is too powerful for contingency to take off.
Well, you're thinking of it as something to move us away. What if it's the condition is once we're a certain distance away from it, it activates and opens?
Theoretically, yes, though I don't have contingency prepared. So, yes, so I understand what you're saying, and you're right. Theoretically, we could do something like that, but I'm not sure if we want to set up a 5 mile sized bomb in midair either. I'm not sure what the fallout would be of that, if any. Do I have any idea what the repercussions would be if we could get 5 miles away? If we were far enough away?
I mean, if the rift closed by force like that, and you were 5 miles away, it would leave a devastating scar on whatever magic would be in this area.
Yeah, and I don't want to cause any permanent magic scars.
So it basically causes a null zone in the zone that...
Not necessarily null, a scar. That could be a wild magic surge. It could be a consistent plague of magic. It would just fuck magic sideways.
You think that's what happened to Eiselcross?
Possible. Something like that could certainly be.
That would be one way to leave a mark.
Because, rifts open, cities fell through, and now that zone is magically fucked, for the lack of better words.
Yeah, I'm sure something of the effect is what happened there. I'm sure Eiselcross was scarred in some form or another. Whether it was by something like this or not, I don't know. I do know if I ever did something like that, I could never go home again. If I caused that big of a scar magically in an area, yeah, I would never get to go back to the Lyceum. So that's not really an option. The
Mr. Kinsey, when you did your research about the last closing, did it state how they closed it?
Yes. They set up a nullifying magic zone around it, utilizing 3 mages in order to infuse it with their own magic, which took them 3 days to do. These rods should be able to compensate for 2 mages, but it is going to take me quite a lot of spells to close this. Sinclair, as he brings this up, you look past the rift and the opening inside of it just opens slightly wider in front of you. And you see a blue hair flowing giant person with a mask just looking out curiously.
With a mask? Like,
With a mask.
Is there a symbology to the mask? Because of my class or my background feature in the Faceless, I know what masks mean and things like that.
Yeah, roll me a disguise tools utilizing intelligence.
I'll just swap mask making to intelligence. I did not mean to roll with advantage.
That's fine. 22 is the bigger one anyways. The mask seems to be a symbol of chaos, of calm peace, and of rage and excitement.
Argon,
Yeah.
that individual at the eye is all about chaos.
What individual at the eye?
When he points it out to you, you see the individual through the rift as they smile and twist, zooming outside of this portal, shooting past all of you blindingly in an instant before settling in the open landscape behind themselves. Ooh, wait. As they zoom past you all, landing out here, you see that there's this massive purple cloud moving underneath them as they just start looking at all of you curiously. Well, hello.
Hello, Chaos One.
Smile.
Sinclair.
I am the smiling one. And they give a very deep curtsy on top of their giant purple cloud.
I'm the Death One.
I smile because I
See.
feel like that was a directive instead of a name.
What are you all doing out here? And they turn and look at Arkin. In perfect giant, go, "Ah, a child. How are you?"
I am good, smiling one. How are you? I'll respond back in giant.
Wonderful. They look at all of you.
This one here informed me that another rift had appeared in our territory. As the oldest one in this nation, and knowing of the masked folk, the faceless ones, as we are called, I welcome you. What is your intentions?
They lie down onto their cloud, just sitting perched, looking at you all and looking around the landscape and roll around on it curiously. My intentions.
Well, yes, the fiendish one wanted to take souls. The abyssal one, or demon, as some like to call him, took whole host back to their realms. What is it you are interested in?
Oh, we have no need for any of you. No. I mean, maybe you could help with a few things, but none that I care about in particular. Don't worry yourself. None of you are a bother to me.
And what is it exactly that you are interested in? Maybe I can point you in the right direction.
Yes, maybe you can. And they lean downwards, looking straight at the ground. Where would be your most easily flooded ocean?
Are you looking to flood an ocean?
When in Exandria.
Well, most of the world.
Where are you from?
Ah, Lithlia.
Oh.
Or, sorry, the plane of air. Kind of a conundrum, isn't it? A plane of air?
Right.
Well, at least you don't have any issues breathing.
Of course not. Oh, do all of you have an issue breathing? Here, and they twist their hand around, and you see this massive storm begins growing above their head, and lightning starts shooting off chaotically, but oxygen does begin filling this zone.
That's what I was hoping for.
Now you're about 60 feet away from a thunderstorm cloud.
Pros and cons to everything.
That just keeps shooting off chaotically. See, I did you a favor.
Thank you.
Now, floodable ocean?
So,
Floodable ocean.
our world is made up of a big, massive ocean that surrounds all the continents here.
Yes.
It really depends. If you want like ice to melt and overflow the ocean, you could go
No.
ice
You could just give me mountains that I can like cut down.
Oh, mountains.
Yeah.
The Empire sounds like a good place to start.
Let's not
Empire.
suggest the murder of millions.
They pull out a little tiny notebook and start jotting.
What about those like shattered teeth places, like down in like the
Yeah.
Shattered teeth.
Yeah, there's an entire chain of mountainous region in the ocean. Just to the
south of the Empire, right?
yeah, it's east of here, in the middle of the ocean.
So
Or is it
yeah,
closer if you go west?
as lovely as that conversation is, I don't think it would be in the best interest of anyone in Exandria if you start flooding locations. So, we're working on closing this door. So maybe it's best if you slip on back home before you lose the ability to go back home.
Why would I go back?
Why would you
Got
want to
stuff
stay
there?
here?
Are you so you're a faceless one from the plane of air. Would that make you an Archon or bear?
What? No, I'm no Archon, sir. Whew, thank you. But no, that is not my purpose in this realm at all. I am a connoisseur of air. In all honesty, I'm more interested in the other places, because, I've been serving locusts for so long, and I've never seen an ocean. And I thought, what would be a great thing to do? Watch an ocean flood.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Really?
kind of.
Can you describe it to me, please? And like they float closer towards the ship,
Oh,
just lying down on their cloud that just floats over towards
yeah.
you.
So the wave goes in, water goes up, water washes back. Maybe some of the things float away, but for the most part, sand.
Ew.
Sand moves.
Mostly it would affect shorelines and villages that happen to be located next to them.
Naked ant.
However, I believe by doing that, you might suffer the ear of Harish. But
I'm sorry, was that out loud?
yes,
Harish.
you know,
Okay,
the
yeah,
Archon
they're
here.
cute. Is that what they're calling themselves? Archons. Curious. Locust, do you hear that?
I look back in the hole to see if there's something else in there.
Perception check.
I would also look in the hole. So I'm also gonna.
Perception check. Everybody can roll this one.
Oh God, I don't know that I want to know if there's something on the other side.
Ignorance is bliss. You all look back there and you don't see anything. It just looks empty, vast. Light, but vast. Just to clarify, none of you speak primordial, correct?
Actually,
You
I
still.
do.
Okay, you speak.
I speak primordial.
Okay. There's a whisk of air that filters through that roughly translates one of the essences here. Not close by. It's most unfortunate. I'll tell you what. You want to close the Rifty-dee-doo-dah day? Have fun, do it. I'm here to stay. I think this is going to be a marvelously entertaining place to be for the foreseeable future. Don't you agree?
I just imagine you're gonna get bored. You're probably better off going home. There's just not much of excitement here. Trust me.
Roll me a deception check.
Come on, I'm the king liar here,
That guidance him?
or not.
That's a little too retroactive of a poke him and cast magic thing. Let me roll in. No need.
Yeah, there's
okay.
no need.
Nothing entertaining, you say? You already mentioned Harish. One to have been blessed with the power of one of ours?
Yes.
One of the greats.
We know 4 of them.
Oh, Jesus.
Aw. They're all still alive.
Alive is a broad term.
Well, they shouldn't be. We figured all of you would have been able to annihilate them, no problem. We just gave them their magic for fun. Well, I didn't give them anything, actually. That's not really my capability. I mean, if you want to pop out little U's or Genasis, I can help with that. But I can't really do blessings, whatever you call them. Curses, I don't know.
Yeah, Harish has been a pain in our keys.
We have a large
but we've
population
dealt
of
with her.
Genasi here on this plane.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
And we've been able to
Good
thwart
times.
her minions, but she still roams in the clouds.
Would you like us to handle it? Locust and I, we could go, you know.
And who is this locust you speak of? Is that the
Oh,
thing you sit on?
Locust is my lord. My lord.
Your lord.
Yes, Locust,
Oh,
you may
no.
come. They don't seem to be a threat to
Yeah.
you.
Oh God.
I need all of you to give me strength saving throws as a huge gust of wind rips through the portal and starts pushing all the way out here. All right, Argon's the only one that failed. Argon, you get blown back 10 feet off of your feet and land prone as the huge gust of wind sails out from this area and lands somewhere behind the smiling one, who, now that you look at it, begins to have little aspects of air floating around and swirling in this large tunnel that out here in the open you can now see and describe. I know that one looks like rock, but that's just the token that was generic.
Okay, now there's 2 of them.
Yeah, Locust and I serve Locust.
Does the locust?
That's not the right... Oh, that's not the right token size for Locust. I apologize.
Oh
everyone.
God, don't! Oh,
There you
don't!
Does the locust speak, or
Should we have been talking to him? Was that rude or?
Oh, no. Locust only speaks the Elder language. I know Common, Giant, obviously.
and when you say elder language, you mean primordial?
Yeah. one of the oldest languages ever.
Yeah, it and then Draconic.
The primordials are as old as your pantheon. Actually, older than your pantheon, right?
Yeah, our
Those of you that
pantheon
understand primordial, Locust does confirm that, yes.
our pantheon has had many changes over the eons.
Yes. Because it bothers me that this token is so inaccurate.
Oh, I figured it was actually going to be a locust swarm.
No. The locust swarm isn't a problem. So, we'll go handle the archons for you if you desire. And go about our business then.
We'd
Pleasure!
we if we have any say, it'd be nice if you just stayed on your own plane. Not to be rude, but you know, hopefully we don't encourage any kind of flooding or stuff. People are trying to be semi-peaceful.
Smiling One like sits up on top of their cloud, like just crisscross applesauce style, and rotates around Locust. Why are you all so defensive about a little flooding?
Oh, it's not so much the flooding; it's the death and chaos that comes from it.
I need an insight check from you all.
I don't think I need
And
insight to
as the
recognize
faceless
your
of
face.
death, I, have to look out for the ebb and flow into the river Styx.
So, Fordrum and Argon, as you say, and chaos, there is a look of pure joy in their eyes. Like a child who sees a piece of candy for the first time in their life.
I'm standing up. I'm going to step in between Broska and Sinclair. I'm going to cast Fly on all three of us and tell Broska to go hit something.
Oh, yeah.
So we're really doing this. Okay.
You're gonna mess with the flow of the life and death cycle here. Yes.
Everybody. Initiative, please.
Good lord.
Hey, me and Ruska rolled pretty good this time.
Oops.
Alrighty, Broska,
Actually,
you are the first one.
No, I had my other D8. I'm at 24.
Argon, you are the first one. Smiling One stands up fully on their flying cloud and seems to have a look of joy similar to that of Broska.
Yeah, I kind of felt like he would. I'm gonna. Oh God. I'm gonna try and banishment one. Oh, banishment's a concentration spell, isn't it? Never mind. I guess I'll just throw a fireball because I don't want to use a concentration spell.
Alrighty, you pick up and throw a fireball flying out over towards them. Centered on both of them, correct?
I didn't figure there was a need to draw the template out there.
Alright, yeah. Alright, let me roll for Smiling One first. Fails. Then let me roll for the Elemental Locust. Fails! 27 points of damage. Your fireball erupts out there, slamming into the creatures and sending this large plume of fire and smoke all around them. That's too much for him.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
I need a calculator. 27, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm a calculator. Fucking load. All right. No, that was the right math. It's just a large hit point bar.
Oh, that's true. It is a long hit point bar.
Yep.
That's my turn.
You see aspects of the air begin to tremble and look very, very pit. Oh, wait. Oh, that's why it wasn't. Okay. Wait. Which are its counters? Okay. Cool. Very good. All done?
Yes.
Roscoe.
All right, I'm going to rage as my bonus action, and I'm going to fly in there and just start beating up on the smiling one.
Alrighty. You came and gave me a present.
Yep, presence pain.
16 will hit. $993.
21.
That's 21 plus 18. 39.
Ooh, not bad. You unleash a torrent of attacks where the smiling one just begins laughing. Oh, this is fun. This is so fun.
Right?
All done?
Yeah, I'm just glad to have an enemy who gets it.
Sinclair.
And then that would put him at 15. I'm wondering if this is going to work, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to go here, which is... The fly is 60 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Lightning Lash. I'm going to try to drag it off of its cloud.
Okay.
So I pull out my whip and I crack it. Sear of lightning jolts from it. I'm going to bonus action curse him. And here's what it does. The target must succeed the strength save or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me. I'm trying to pull him off of his cloud. Or to see if his cloud moves with him. Is the goal here. It's to see if it follows or not.
Okay. Strength save. You throw your lightning lure out towards the creature that wraps around the arm, and as you begin pulling, the arm just stiffens, and you see this massive ripple of very toned muscle holding firm. Huh. You really tried that. Okay.
He's the strong one. I'm just the crafty one.
Kudos. All done? That
Uh,
was your action.
so my bonus action was to mark him. I still have some movement left, so I'm still outside the range of the swarm, right?
Sure.
I just don't know what its reach is why I was going.
You have no idea what its reach is. This is a massive pile of conscious air.
10.
It would take an attack of opportunity. Don't worry, it only has one attack.
Joey, does the thunderstorm negate the us fighting in?
That actually hits.
No, it doesn't. Natural one always misses. Yes. Yes, the thunderstorm negates all of that. See, parlaying helps you guys. Breathe.
Yeah.
I was just making sure.
There's just a little bit of downside. So Sinclair, as you are flying away, you watch as a large cyclone of air shoots off from the locust and just barely misses you, as one of the strikes from the storm seem to like pull the air towards it slightly.
About how far was
And
I
you
from
feel
it when I
you were just barely within its
did
reach.
that? Okay. So about 20 feet.
And 20-foot reach. And you also see that push of air shoots out past you and kind of knocks the ship slightly tilting. Now it's the Locust's turn. The elemental locust will swirl forward, flanking against Braska. And it will slam against you twice, Braska. 31 to hit. You're muted, Braska. That is 36 points of bludgeoning damage, and you have to give me a strength saving throw. You managed. Oh, wait, 20 is
Actually,
a
I
failure.
have advantage because I'm raging. So
Yeah.
let me just roll
Go ahead and roll again.
20 is a failure.
20 is a failure. As the slam pushes down on top of your body, the cyclone of air that you feel pressurizing you just shoots you down, knocking you prone, and then another slam comes hurtling up. Same type of cyclone underneath you this time. 30 hits for another 36 and knocks you right back up to that same position you were at. Oh, this thing hits like a fucking truck.
Oh, I don't like you.
As its bonus action, you watch as the cloud itself begins rippling and spreading wide as going to use its bonus action to split.
That might actually be good.
Or terrible.
Maybe.
Oh.
A portion of its body rips off of itself and goes hurtling over towards the ship. Right next to you, Argon. And now it's the Locust Elemental's turn. Argon, the Elemental is going to... Wait. Yeah, it's going to slam you twice.
I'm gonna try and shunt it.
Ooh, temporal shunt, wisdom save, correct?
It has to hit, right? First.
It has to.
Yes,
It has to try
yeah.
to strike.
Yeah,
That's all,
it's
just
a
try.
wisdom save.
All right, come on, get lucky. 9. As the elemental goes striking towards you, the air around it opens and closes quickly, and the smiling one.
And that's when you see my grin.
It's gonna get really bad if I get hit. So just hope I don't get hit, everyone.
All right, well that's that one's turn. Now it's the smiling one's turn. Those of you that understand Primordial, the elemental locust instructs, this one dies first. It's too strong. But that one can be a danger. And we'll turn around. Sorry, friend. But I have to do this. It is going to strike at you with its Morning Star twice,
All right.
Braska, with flanking. 24 to hit. You will suffer 35 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
no. Sorry, I actually need a calculator for this one.
Nice thing is, it's half damage because it's bludgeoning, right?
Oh, stop 1 second. Wait. Fucked up my numbers.
More than it's half damage because it's not psychic.
I asked you to stop.
Sorry.
Please, I need a math. There we go. 62 points of bludgeoning damage on that one.
Okay.
Halved.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and then for the storm cloud. Wait.
It didn't roll initiative. Just kidding.
Is that a bonus action to do that?
Hmm.
Yes, it's an action. It's the only thing you can do that turn.
Argon, do you have the spell?
What? I don't know. I don't know what spell it is you're doing.
It's storm.
Oh,
No,
I don't have that spell.
I think Stormcloud is an action on every turn to continue channeling its energy through a target.
chain lightning.
Oh God.
Oh no. Sorry, call. lightning.
Call lightning. Yes, I believe that is.
Yeah. Action to cast.
And then an action to use on subsequent turns. as
It's
well.
like Witch Bolt in that way.
Except it's better.
Oh yeah.
Way better. In each of your turns, the spell ends. You action to call it down. Okay, yep. So he looks over at the storm. I'm gonna shoot them. But keeps doing what he is supposed to be doing right now, which is hurt Frost.
Is that a concentration spell?
Yes, it is, but he is not concentrating on it. Fordrum.
Well, it worked somewhat last time. Protection from energy, lightning and thunder. it's
On-
lightning or thunder on the ship.
Fuck these guys. Yes.
On the ship, because it is still our ride. And then here's a question. That's one action. Can I cast a first level spell that is a bonus action spell?
Yes, you can.
Then I do that, and I step over here, and a bonus action Shield of Faith, giving Argon a +2 to his AC.
Hey,
All
there you
right.
go, Argon. Now it's 14.
17. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Because I had mage armor up. I put that in at the beginning.
And I
alrighty.
get
Argon.
next to him so that I can help defend. And my shield comes around. And I don't know what my shield settings are. I was never told that.
You had 3 days of preparation, and you can change what it is over the course of a short
And you
rest.
knew we were fighting elementals.
I do know, yeah, I would
Yes.
have had it set up for elementals, if elementals is one of the selections. So I'll have it set to elementals, please.
Alrighty. Argon, your go.
All right, I'm gonna move over here. That way, it has to deal with Fordrum.
Don't move away from me. Shit.
I was trying to get it. Well, I was trying to get away from it. Here, there you go. We'll try it. I don't know that it's gonna work, but oh no, god damn it, that's a concentration spell too. I can't cast any of those or I'm gonna kill Braska.
Is fly concentration?
Yes, it is.
Yup.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm very limited with what I can do because of fly, but that's fine. I should have given him a moat for it. We'll throw out a gravity sinkhole on both of them.
Oh.
Try to put it back here and try and see if maybe it could pull him away a little bit from Braska.
maybe just suck up that cloud underneath him.
It hasn't done anything yet, or I would have tried to dispel it instead. But it's a Constitution saving throw to resist the pull. Oh, there it
Con
cast.
save, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I clicked it in my spell book and it rolled the damage. I thought it put it in the thing instead, but
Smiling one.
oh god.
And the locust has the massive quality. It cannot be forcibly be moved by anything that is not larger.
That makes
than
sense.
But it can still take the damage.
20
So con
foot
save.
radius. It might be bigger than it.
No. This is how big it is. This thing right here.
Yeah.
You could fit 4 of them.
Well,
in
no,
there.
it's a 20-foot radius ball, isn't it?
Yeah, but this thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 80. This is 40
Like-
feet across. So
Yeah,
So
that's
4 of
what I
them.
mean.
It's bigger. It's bigger. They both succeed, so half damage. 15.
yes. All right. So back to dexterity saves.
Yeah, because the entire diameter is 40 feet for the sphere you create.
Yeah. But
Alrighty, all done.
yeah, that's it for me.
Ready, Braska.
So, quick,
These things do in fact hit like trucks.
yeah, quick bonus action. I'm gonna go for my greater potion of healing.
I don't blame you.
Oh,
Ooh.
not bad.
Hey,
Not bad at all.
good potion.
It wasn't one of the knockoff ones we got from the school.
As you are drinking that potion, you hear the locust tilt its head, and in primordial, Lucian's favored. Type that out for you.
Hmm. Anyway, I'm gonna just smack Smiley here again.
Reckless or not reckless?
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm going reckless.
Let's go. That's the spirit. You ain't playing a barbarian unless you're reckless. Let's fucking go.
Oh,
14 just barely misses. Just barely.
Well,
all right,
good for me.
that's pretty much all I got.
Ha ha ha. Sinclair.
I'm going to get to where I can flank with Braska. 10, 20. Yes, I'm still outside of that thing's reach. Good. You know what? Since I'm an agent of death, Spirit Shroud, necrotic.
Spirit shout. What's the radius on that? 15 feet? 10 feet?
I will roll it in chat for you.
Thank you. Uh,
10 feet of me.
which is enough to hit the smiling one.
I choose the damage type, and then any creature within that range has its movement speed reduced.
What damage type do you choose?
I don't think cold would work, so it's either radiant or necrotic. We'll go with necrotic.
Alrighty. You throw out a necrotic shroud. Until the spell ends, any attack you make deals an additional D8 against the creature that you hit, based off of the damage type. So you said necrotic.
Yeah, and because this is a 4th level spell, it's 2d8.
So it's all right, and its movement is decreased by 10.
And if I strike it, it
All
can't
right.
heal.
Okay. Well, that was your bonus action. Good fucking bonus action.
Yeah. Okay, so he's cursed. He might be affected by draining, so we'll leave that on just in case. we are going to add advantage. Try to beat this thing with my Hex Katana. So, striking with Clear Springer. 29.
29 hits. Yeah, it does.
Um,
All of your damage types are necrotic, correct? Other than slashing.
Straining and Spirit Shroud are all. Yes.
All right, it is officially hurt.
I'm actually gonna do one more thing. You can take a nice big hateful too. Take another 48.
Oh, you're adding your smite to
Yes,
that.
I am.
Ooh. This large burst of necrotic energy shoots out from the creature as you slam into the smiling one who just
And then I hit him
that
again.
stung.
Go home.
Alrighty. Oh, he's really hurt now. All done?
Yeah.
Alrighty, the elemental locust is now going to continue its assault against Braska. Because, of course, it will.
Oh, yeah.
Hits. And hits. 36 and 36. Have to, well, you take 36.
And then two strength saves.
Sure. Or be knocked prone.
Which in the air really doesn't matter, but hey.
It hurts.
Hey, you saved.
It's more about flexing than anything else. Second strength save.
All right, give me 1 second.
Alrighty, you do not get knocked down this time. Somehow. Now, the Locust Elemental reappears. But Fordrum is in the way. Second attack, slam on Fordrum. 23 to hit?
Miss. Right? Because
23 hits? Oh, wait, that's actually the wrong creature I rolled with. I rolled with the Elemental Locust, not the Air Elemental. 10.
Definitely misses. Because doesn't
It reappears,
just
attempting to swing at Argon, confused, and then swings at you instead, Fordrum.
Yeah, because he has disadvantage.
Oh, wait, I forgot the Elemental Locust's special ability.
Oh, split.
Yep.
Is that a recharge ability or just every turn?
Whenever it desires to do so.
Rosca, doesn't the plus to certain element, whatever you choose, go up also for the shield? Or is it just disadvantage?
I think it's just disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's obviously going to spawn another one. He takes some damage, though.
Yeah, because his health pool's split.
Takes some damage. Yeah. But the other one is now going to be assaulting you, Archie.
Yeah.
First, slam! Oh, wait, there's two creatures within its range. Whirlwind! Both of you need to give me strength saving throws. Hey!
13, so yeah.
So when the first one missed me, oh, it's
Yeah.
too late now. Does this one hit me or does it miss me? Because I'm going to start using.
It's not attacking you, it's whirlwinding. So it spends its body into a thick cyclone that begins bludgeoning against the two of you. 15 damage, but you are successful, so halved. down to 8. You both take 8 bludgeoning damage. It's an area of effect, not an attack.
Ah, okay.
But Argon and Fortrum need to give me con saves DC. Alright, you both maintain concentration on your spells.
The one spell that I have
is-
going doesn't take concentration.
Shield of Fate.
Nope. I don't think so. I'll look it up.
Yes, it is concentration
okay.
after 10 minutes. The smiling one is going to throw its fist down on the ground. Look at you, Sinclair. You are very rude. I thought we were being nice.
You
know
came to
what?
my territory.
Fine. I'll go home.
He provokes for both of us.
If you choose to attack him, he's declaring, I'm going home.
Let him go.
I don't trust him.
Oh, but he was fun.
You got the big thing yet.
Yeah, I know.
Can I make an insight to see if he's actually being truthful?
That'll be your reaction.
Yeah, because that might actually trigger Broska to get an attack if he's lying.
Go for it.
Insight, where are you? Not at advantage. 20.
It is a pure creature of chaos. It just got fed up with the situation and is walking away.
So he's being honest, like he doesn't want to get fucked anymore.
Oh yeah, he's annoyed with the situation. You hit him with... and he'll go through the opening in the rift, looking back at all of you. Locust, try to be nicer to all of the little mortals. They don't have much time left in the realms. And you, points at Sinclair.
And I just give him the bird. My home, my rules. Next time, ask for permission.
I'll remember you. Moves through the portal and disappears. Boardroom.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hit this windy thing that's too close to Argon.
Go for it.
19?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Look at that. I rolled all ones. So 6 points of damage.
Ping!
Yeah. I'm gonna hit him again. 17?
That'll hit.
9 points.
9.
Cool.
Get 2 solid pings against it.
Yep.
All done?
I am.
Argon.
I'm just gonna fireball the big guy and hope we can kill it off.
Go for it.
Holy shit.
Not very malleable. It fails. So 32 points of
Yep.
damage? Looking pretty hurt now.
Hope Broska and Sinclair can kill it before it kills Broska.
Raska. Raska.
Yeah. I am going to smack it with my fire sword again.
Yep, go for it. Reckless,
Yep.
I assume? Oh yeah, that'll hit.
And
And that'll hit as well.
14 and 19, so 33.
It's looking real rough now. All done?
Yep.
Bonus action heal or anything?
I guess I do have a small healing potion. I'll use one of those for a bonus action.
Drink it.
And that is 6 points of healing.
Not nearly as impressive as your first one.
Sinclair, your turn.
I'm not sure how this is gonna affect the creature if it tries to re-merge with itself, because I will be blocking its ability to heal or regain hit points. So
Hey. Only if you hit.
only if I hit. So I'm getting flanking.
Only if you hit. Yep.
Since he left, I'm going to bonus action move my curse through Cursebringer.
You can only remove your curse from something that dies. He didn't die.
All right. Then we will turn this off. We'll just turn Hexblade's curse off. And strike with katana at advantage. If I get advantage for flanking.
You do.
Okay. I didn't know because it's so massive.
18 hits. How do you want to do this?
As I swing my katana, I said, get off my plane. And I just shove my blade into it and then just give it a swift kick in the ass.
So, as you slam your blade into this amalgamation of conscious air, you watch as the air itself begins to compress and compress and compress into this, by size comparison, small, compressed, dense orb that just sits there vibrating in the air.
I have a second strike if need be.
You're welcome to try.
Can I baseball bat it with my sword at the hole?
You can certainly try.
All right. I don't think this will be at advantage, so katana. 15 to bat this thing.
Well, 15 misses.
All right.
You go to swing out, and your blade seems to get deflected slightly from this very large push of air that is around the condensed ball.
I didn't know if his AC dropped because he got smaller.
Probably went higher, if anything, because he's harder to hit when he's smaller.
The elemental locust begins dropping to the ground.
Does it land on the boat or does it miss the boat?
Oh, it's way too far from the
Oh,
boat.
sorry, that one. I thought you meant the locust.
Not the locust
Sorry.
elementals, the elemental locust.
Come on, Fordrum.
Locust
Sorry.
itself is falling.
I guess my
Yes.
dyslexia kicked in and
The locust's elementals. Let's roll to see if it recharged its ability. 4, 5, or 6. Hey, it did. Strength saves.
Oh, for me and Fordrum?
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, didn't pass that time.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage to both of you, and you are flung 20 feet away from the elemental in a random direction. What is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both of you roll a d10. Or wait, away from it. So Argon rolls a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ordrum rolls a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both of you roll a d6. Argon, d3. That's 1, 2, 3. 20 feet this way, you hit the back of the ship, you suffer an additional 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, for every 10 feet that you traveled, so 6 extra bludgeoning damage. Fordrum, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're flung this way through the other elemental and slam your back over here. 3 extra points of bludgeoning damage. These are 2 different instances of damage, so 2 con saves.
Well, if
Thank
he's
God that
thrown
was for
back
the
from-
second one.
If he's thrown back from the first one, is he still in range for the second ones?
What? No, the second damage was from hitting the wall.
Ah,
Yes. And now this one, since you were flung that way, does it say anything about knocked prone? Oh, yeah, and knocked prone. Fordrum, this guy has advantage on his 2 slams against you.
Even though
23?
the shield gives him disadvantage?
Straight roll.
Oh, so straight roll, 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, that'll be 14 bludgeoning damage. Another con save from you. Oh, wait, you rolled a natural
That was
1.
for the spell.
Yeah, the
My
spell's
spell
gone.
on Argon dropped.
Yeah.
Natural 1, auto fail.
Oh, there's my other concept.
Your spell is gone. That's all.
Oh.
Fordrum.
Okay, so wait, what was that second set of damage? I'm sorry, 6? 14?
No, you only moved 10 feet, so 3.
Right, but then he just hit me for how many?
14 and 14 damage for the
Okay, thank
bludgeoning.
you. All right. So now I'm upset with him. Yeah, I'm gonna take the gavel in 2 hands and hit him this time.
Ooh, that hits.
24 for 11. And then 13 for 12, maybe? No? Right on.
13 misses. All done?
No. Then I'm going to. Well, how far is Argon? Well, I'm going to come up 5 feet short, but I'm running over here to Argon. If he gets an attack of opportunity, he can take it.
Yeah, he will. Boop. Miss. All done?
Damn.
Argon.
I'm gonna stand up.
Stay there.
I'm gonna say my 4 words.
Yeah.
Stop the elemental orb! As I'm pointing down at it as it's falling.
It's about 200 feet down already.
Yeah, it seems to be working the best so far, so fireball again.
On the ship?
Yes, I don't even care at this point, because I'm dangerously close to either dropping Braska or him dying.
So wait, you're aiming at the Locust Elementals?
Yes, the
correct?
Locust Elementals.
Okay. They both fail for a 36. Sheesh, that is a lot. Sorry, I've been hanging out with Zoomers playing New World too much. Sorry for making that noise. Oh, they're looking pretty hurt right now. And the ship automatically fails dex saves. So 36 on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Argon.
Oh, wait, half damage. Half damage. Because
No,
of your
he did
spell.
lightning and
My spell
Thunder.
is lightning and thunder.
Oh, fuck. All right, that's fine.
Yeah. Fordrum goes,
All
Argon.
done?
Ship, bro.
I'm aware.
Braska.
I got awfully close to losing concentration, and Braska and Sinclair are floating 90 feet outside the side of the ship.
You made them fly. Just
Yes.
stay behind. Just stay behind me.
Braska, your turn.
Sinclair, you do what you want. I'm going to go help our bros. And I'm just going to slash into the closer elemental here.
Already?
Still reckless, because fuck it.
Because fuck it. See, that is the 69. Oh, it's looking airy? Aerated.
Hmm.
Bloody.
Perforated.
Yes.
Looks
Sure.
fucked.
It's got holes in it.
Sinclair, it's now 200 feet down, descending faster and faster.
My question is if I just drop, do I drop 200 feet like it did, or no?
You don't fall as quick as a condensed ball of mass.
Well, the physics is that actually, yes, weight and mass falls faster than thing. Like if you drop a feather and you drop a rock, rock goes faster.
Yeah, that's a rock, you're a feather. You can drop, but it is dropping faster than you.
I thought mass didn't make a difference. It was air. But
D&D rules,
Well,
y'all.
that's what I was
regardless-
wondering, because normally
The
false
elemental
people-
is dropping two.
Yeah.
The elemental drops 200 feet per round. A character drops 100 feet per
regardless, you can't choose to drop
On a
because
free fall.
I'm in control of your fly ability, not you, anyways.
round. You can choose to fly down.
You could
Yeah.
dash down at
Oh, you can
120
dash
feet
at
per round.
120.
Yeah, that's faster than just free falling. 120 feet.
Yeah, it still wouldn't put me in range of it, though. That's, well, actually, it still wouldn't put me in range of it.
No, it's fallen for 2 rounds already.
It's only fallen for 1 round.
Oh, okay.
It's about to fall for a second.
Yeah,
round
that's
coming
the
up.
thing, is everyone kind of just forgot about the orb that's going to plummet.
None of you can catch it. Physically, none of you can catch it. You're welcome to go after it if you would like.
I just think it impacting into the ground is a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree. I'm just out of things I can do to it. It was already out of range of anything I could have done by the time it was my turn.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go after the elementals then. Since you've made it impossible to catch that thing.
Alrighty. You move over into this one's zone.
I'm going to make an intelligence check.
You are, or it
It
is?
is.
Intelligence check or save?
Sorry.
Oh, it makes no difference. It's bad.
So it won't take the 1 from draining, but it will take Spirit Shroud, which is 2-1. So it'll take a total of 10 damage.
Draining says living creature, correct? Or living creature with blood?
Draining is only on my blade.
Oh, okay, cool. That's why. All right, so 10 points of minds. Oh, how do you want to do this?
I steal another kill from Vraska.
Alrighty. And
You
as the
bitch!
creature's just barely begins to almost die, it condenses down into a tiny bead of condensed air on the deck.
That's me. I have nothing else I can do.
Alrighty. The other locust elemental. Get lucky. Ah! Aw. Beat the shit out of the barbarian.
Yeah, we don't need your dragon's breath weapon back again, where you made it like 3 times in a row.
I assume 15 misses you, Brosco.
It misses bad.
I assume 24
It
hits you.
hits bad.
That'll be 14 bludgeoning, so 7. It does not hit bad.
Not that bad.
By comparison to the other air, it's soft. This is soft
Oh,
air.
this is bitch air.
Ordrum, your turn.
Are they both still up? No, one.
No, the other one condensed into a very tiny
Right.
bead, or I say tiny, about fist-sized bead, lying there on the ground or on the deck.
So, Argon, are you gonna stop that falling rock?
It's way outside of range of me being able to stop it.
Probably teleport to the ground, and then feather fall it as it's.
Well, I don't have any teleports prepared.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, well, good luck, people. No, I'm standing guard on Argon.
Alrighty.
Well, you know what? I'll
Argan.
do something. I'll do
What?
Sacred Flame. Never mind. I'll just hit him with the Sacred Flame.
Ooh.
Oops,
Dex
wrong
save,
thing.
elemental.
Yeah, Dex save.
11 failure.
Okay, there.
So 15 radiant damage. Whew, that's a
And
lot.
I get the blessing of Blessed Strikes, which is another D8.
Ooh, roll your d8 then.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Done.
22.
A lot of damage on that one.
I'm never gonna swing this hammer again.
Until freaking Sacred Flame fails you.
Argan, your turn.
Alright, I won't fireball anymore. Just firebolt.
Thank you.
I don't know why it's.
How do you want it? Are you sure that's not a fireball? How do
I
you
don't know
wanna
why
do
it rolled
this?
3d10 and because I rolled a crit. That's why.
Because you crit, yes.
You stole another kill from Broska.
I don't like this game.
I'm just gonna put a firebolt in its chest, and I imagine that the air of it will just make it balloon real big and then condense it on itself.
Yes. And as the last of these elementals condenses into a tiny ball on the deck, that is where we are ending the combat.
You know, it would have been interesting if we could have flung one of those bowling ball things that we have into the center of Locust. 'Cause
Maybe.
he'd be stuck right there.
Sinclair, you got about 9 minutes left on flight if you want to go see what happened to the ball that hit the ground.
Okay.
Mm,
I just dash straight towards the earth.
Then I'm going to go talk to the courtier. I have an idea.
All right, the courtier is hiding underneath the deck right now.
Yeah.
Well, your reputation precedes you.
Yeah, that was not a fun fight.
No.
So, something Sinclair said made me think of something. So, if maybe the condensing everything in all in one point would make it backfire, but what if instead we pull everything into a long line, the 100-foot line, and if it'll zipper it shut? Maybe the dispersing it over such a larger but still condensed area will zipper it shut and not cause the massive feedback that putting everything in one spot would.
so make it pull this way.
Yes, make it pull shut as opposed to trying to pull it all into an implosion.
Right.
Because at one point Sinclair said something about like an event horizon. And I'm wondering if maybe we can zipper it shut rather than collapsing it.
I am very curious about that. That may possibly work. Can you cast your spell multiple times?
I can cast it twice.
Exactly twice.
Exactly twice. It is a very high circle spell.
Let us infuse this with magic first. I was hoping the warlock would be here. They are incredibly efficient with the amount of magic they can wield and produce per day.
I can power if we need to do the other spell twice, I can currently power 5 balls. But that'll basically wipe me out. I'm basically a student mage again at that point. I'm like a 3rd-year student at that point.
And I am capable of powering 6 balls by myself. So we're still shy of the 15 needed.
If we take an hour, what do we get back at? What's arcane recovery? Is it half?
Half of your level, a maximum of 5.
Maximum 5th level.
Yes.
So I could get another Is it round down or round up?
For that, it's round
Okay.
down.
So I can.
Damage is round up. Everything else is
So
round
I can get another 2. Because I can get 2 third-level spells, basically.
Then we are only shy by 3. You used magic, Ordrum.
Yeah, kinda. It's God-given.
Are you right? But theory and practice of magic should still work. Are you capable of wielding things like dispel magic? Can you do that now?
Yeah.
Could you provide us with 3 of it?
Yeah.
Level.
Perfect. So we are going to infuse this with all of the magic we have over the next couple of hours. And then you are going to zipper the line, as you put it. Very elegant wording.
I'd also like to put a guardian in front of the hole so that anything else that comes through has to pass it. Anybody care?
Guardian of Faith.
I do not.
Great.
It is not going to kill us, correct?
I just look. I don't even respond to the question because I think it's a ridiculous question.
He looks at you,
No,
Argan.
Fordrum's not that type.
I don't know that magic very well. I don't believe in religious practitioners.
Fordrum's more the protective type.
Okay.
Sinclair's the magic for damage type. That's why he goes out with Braska.
I've literally protected the ship twice. He ought to know by now.
I am unfamiliar with your... You know what? I'm not going to argue. Thank you very much, Fordrum. I am very appreciative for the assistance you are giving us right now. Now, Braska, did you jump off with Sinclair?
God.
Oh yeah, I've been
The two
taunting
of you-
him the whole way down. You better
The
man
two of
up
you
and grab that orb and throw it in the void.
I'm gonna
before
yeet
they
the
break
knot
it.
rock.
The knot rock. As the two of you descend downwards, you see sitting over top of these 2 large cliffs that seem to have been separated down into a V is the floating condensed orb that is sitting right in between them, not touching any surface, just sitting there in a ball. You can see the intense wind swirling around, and from a distance, you feel a breeze pushing off of it towards you, but as you get within 50 feet, you feel an intense whirlwind pushing against you, and as you get within 10 feet, it's almost unbearable.
They're catching up with it?
Oh no, it's sitting there. It doesn't move, it doesn't impact. It just hovers.
It split a mountain in half.
Yeah. Mountain schmountain.
Roska,
There's only one dead
get
deer.
under it and push it straight up towards the hull.
Yep.
Eat that rock.
Are you going to try to get underneath it? All right, give me a strength saving throw.
Rage.
24 is a success. 34 points of bludgeoning damage halved to 17. As you feel this torrent of storm shooting against you, this wind is incredibly powerful. Do you want to keep trying to push underneath it?
I'll give it a little bit longer, see if it lightens up a bit.
Give me another strength save.
Oh my God, he's gonna collapse under it and die.
I am going to be raging with this one, though, so.
Alrighty. 25 is another success. 34 halved to 17 again.
All right, I'm going to just
Does
leave
not
it where
seem
it
to be
is now,
lightening up.
because I can't sustain that.
Back away from this ball of condensed air that just keeps radiating off with this intense whirlwind.
Ow.
It is... Oh, that hurt a
Ow.
lot. Like, you have that really uncomfortable kink in your neck
How
now.
big is the ball?
I'll give you a size comparison right now.
I'm just wondering if I wrap myself onto it and encase it
All right.
in ice.
If you try to touch, if you get any closer than within 10 feet, you make that strength save and take that damage. Any closer than 10 feet.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm thinking about willingly encasing it and myself in ice so Broska can throw it.
You mean your Tomb of Levistus with you and it
Yes.
inside? It would destroy you.
Can I try to lasso
Think
it?
of this as a jet turbine shooting out.
Can I try to lasso it?
Sure.
What would I roll for that?
Here's my whip.
Roll to hit.
It's a magical whip.
Yeah. Your magical whip.
You would be proficient, I think. It's a whip.
So you crack out, and before it even impacts the orb, you do manage to strike through some of the torrent, but then it sends it deflecting backwards. It seems to be immune to all damage right now.
I'm not trying to damage. I'm just trying to
Pull it.
get it around it and just.
It,
I have a.
the two of you have about 4 more minutes on your fly spell.
I have
on
a pot.
You know what?
But
I've got an idea.
It took you 3 minutes to get down here. You've been experimenting for 2 minutes. And you have 4 more minutes on your.
About
fly
how
spell.
big is it?
Big enough that it's going to fit in the
Right.
thing I'm going to put it in.
Do you see? Right
Okay,
here,
so it's still okay that big.
I
about 20 feet across. Give or
So
take.
it's not gonna just shove into my pot. Just carry that.
take out the gator skin and throw it over it and pull down the portable hole onto it.
The gator skate opens up to a 20-foot wide.
Yeah. It's a portable hole.
Let me read portable hole. Make sure it's 20 feet wide. It unfolds into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter. So that's 12 feet, not 20. So you all have, at this point, 4 minutes left on your fly. What would the two of you like to do?
I guess we'll go back up and see if Merkin is engaged. Is.
Trying to think, is there any way we can shrink it any further? Roscoe, do you know any magic that can make something shrink?
Cold water.
I can make myself look like I shrunk. That's about it.
Fly up there and tell Argon that this thing is probably going to blow. It's gaining momentum and
It is?
the winds are stronger.
No. Yeah.
Roll me a perception check, both of you. Sinclair, the winds are not stronger, it's just more condensed, and it seems to be static. It has not intensified or altered since you've been down here for 2 minutes. Now you are at 3 minutes before the spell expires.
I'm heading up.
Okay. I'll go up with you. Maybe we can use these as some form of energy for whatever they're going to do. So when we get back up there, I pose the question to Argon. Hey, Argon. That big ball of condensed air down there that split a mountain in half and that's just floating there. Can it help in powering whatever y'all are doing? You got these two small ones here. You can see.
I'll try and pick up one of the small ones or get close to it at least.
All right. Give me a strength saving throw. Their DC is much smaller.
That's all right, because my strength is much lower.
11. You are just barely successful. As you go and you pick it up and it hovers above your palm, it hurts. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, but it's sitting there.
Is there anything?
Oh, sorry. 4 halved to 2. I apologize. You were successful on an 11.
Oh,
they're itty bitty.
Is there anything I can think of as a way that, and I'll talk with the Courtier too. Is there anything can we pull the energy from these? I'm not really sure of a way to harvest elemental magic that way.
I am not an evocation expert, unfortunately. I'm a conjuration expert.
Yeah, I don't know of a way, Sinclair, for me to harvest this.
Your sister is an evocation, though, right?
No, my sister was a conjuration as well.
Which one of your family was evocation, then?
None of my family's evocation.
That's the brutes,
Yeah.
or the jocks of...
What was the
They're
Dwarven man evocation, or no?
No, he was illusion, I think. There was an evocation. That was the guy that did that. Allowed himself to be a test subject, but he's only like 5th level, and I have no way of communicating to him with anyways.
Who is his instructor? Do you know?
I'm sure I would know the college of I would know of at least some professor of evocation at the Lyceum, I'm sure.
Because if Fortune sends off ascending, we might be able to ask someone from the college.
The evocation specialist is Divine Defraud.
I'm not going to be able to do that today because for at least a few hours, because we have to cast a lot of spells to close this hole. And I don't have an extra one for sending. Meanwhile, there's a big giant dwarf that looks like Head standing right at the open doorway. Why don't we throw these little balls back through the doorway?
Well, the problem with that is Broska can't lift that one because it keeps hurting him.
Well, that's the large one. The little one seems capable of being adjusted. Here, he reaches into his bag and pulls out this large, glitter inlaid tube and holds it out and puts it in there.
Yeah, it's just slightly too big to fit in the portable hole.
Argan, do you put the one on your hand? And
I'm sorry.
Okay, you put it in and it like bounces up and down and then just like hovers off the bottom, bouncing as he quirks it up. I would like to experiment with this personally. Would you like the other?
Sure.
Got another one of these and tosses it at you. Be careful with that. Those are experimental and not released to the public yet.
Okay.
Go off to the side so you don't shoot through the Guardian, please.
Okay.
So what are we going to do about the big one? You think we can contact someone?
Yes, I'm going to be contacting somebody after we're done closing the primary problem in front of us, because that came through before it is fully open.
Well, I'm just saying we send it back where it came is my thing.
Yeah, but we could, if nothing else, I could probably try and banish it tomorrow if all else fails and see if we can get rid of it that way.
That seems like a much more reasonable solution, yes.
Yeah, it was not
This,
fun.
however, I do not want it to get any bigger. You saw how big that thing was. I don't know if there's bigger things over there. And if there are, I do not want them anywhere near anything that I hold dear to me.
All right, you go first. Fire with that. Do whatever you're doing with that thing.
Actually, go ahead and shoot through the Guardian. Won't hurt it.
Already. So they begin casting and threading their magic into these long cylindrical objects, and as they put all 5 in, you notice each one they straighten up perfectly narrow, and the rotation of the beads around them intensifies very, very quickly. Then he puts it on the next 4, and shows you the exact same manner of casting your spells. You're supposed to twine your magic and divide it across all of them as you cast the spell, and then the rod itself seems to persist the spell for a longer period of time.
Okay.
You go ahead and sacrifice all of your spell slots except those
sacrifice
two.
everything but my 6th and 7th level spell slot.
And your first and second.
Yes, I have 2 first and 3 seconds left. Oh, and I sacrifice my arcade recovery.
And I do my
Arcane?
last 2
Oh,
dispel magics too.
So this is taking what, an hour or 2 to do?
About 2
Oh,
hours.
good. I get a short rest. I get my spells
Yes,
back.
you do.
Yay! Roscoe, would you like to short rest as well during this time?
Yeah.
Mr. 12 hit points, would you like to short rest during this time?
You're on mute.
Would I
Roscoe.
like a short rest? Yeah.
Go for it.
Hey, Bruska, do
Yeah.
you think if I touch the orb and dimension door it, would that work, you think?
I mean, how far is it from the?
I have no idea how far the ground is from here.
Look,
You are several miles up. Right?
Okay.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it.
And also, you can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller.
Hmm.
You're not quite 20 feet either.
But is it a creature still though? That's my wondering. If it's an object, I can carry the object with me.
Can you? He
Who
couldn't
is
get underneath
carrying
it to even touch
gear-
it. How can you carry something you cannot touch?
Well, you could touch it.
You
It
get
just
within
hurts.
5 feet. You get within 5 feet and you feel that torrent.
Like I'm willing to take damage if need be, but
Alrighty.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to get the big one up and out today if possible. And that's why I was thinking dimension door, but
You're way further than 200 feet away.
well, it's
3
500,
minutes
but
of
yeah.
dashing, 120. But yeah.
It's 500 feet, but yeah, I'd have to cast it twice for 1,000, and I still don't think that's miles.
Nope. Alrighty. Well then. As the last of the magic is infused into this large rift in the middle of the open sky, the courtier looks over at you, Argon. Please display your skills.
So I imagine to make this stretch as long as possible, I'm probably going to stand in the middle and do it one left, one right. Is that what we're thinking? Or are we
Start from
thinking
the left and work your way to the right.
well, but I can only cast it forward. I can't like I'm assuming we want to get them off as close to each other as possible. So don't I want to stand in the middle and cast one down the right side of it and one down the left side of it?
But if you have 2 zippers and they come together from the opposite side, they don't close in the center. The first time I made a pair of boots, we only had 2 zippers that were like 3 inches long. So I put one at the bottom and one.
Oh,
at the
okay.
top, and
All
I zipped
right.
it that
Now I'm
way.
thinking. So we're gonna put one up, one low, and then pull them down together. Is that what we're doing?
Wouldn't you just put them in the middle, starting from the left and going to the right?
And then
Yeah.
stretch it
Okay.
across. Alrighty.
Or
Argon, this is going to be a very difficult task for you to
Okay.
achieve. You are trying to utilize your knowledge of graviturgy, which is not your strongest, but far stronger than anybody you know, in order to condense and stretch the territory across the open landscape, utilizing your highest level spells that you can. This is going to be an Arcana
Okay.
check.
Guidance.
I'm gonna also, before I do this, I'm gonna put Fortune's favor on myself, along with his guidance, just in case I absolutely
Goodness.
have to use it, and then I will use an inspiration. So if I
Alright.
have to, I've got like 4 rerolls here.
Want to know the DC before you roll?
Sure.
DC's 25.
Jesus.
Labeled as near impossible.
Does
Alright.
your feature work for this?
Well, I'm going to use inspiration anyways, which will give me advantage. Oh my God. All right. So we'll use Fortune's favor.
Wait,
to-
one more thing. I'm gonna cast enhanced ability on him.
That just makes it an advantage.
Which would give him advantage. which he
Oh,
had.
never mind then.
So I'll tick off Fortune's favor, which allows me to re-roll a d20. There we go. Thank God.
Roll your guidance.
Well,
Oh,
roll
and
your
my D4, yes.
Roll your D4. Yeah. We want to pump those numbers.
There we go. 29.
Man. You are an archmage.
But to earn that title.
As you are concentrating your spell, you start slowly filtering it into the terrain and area around, and you notice that the gravity around this temporal area seems to be pushing outwards, allowing it to expand slowly. So you pull upon that thread of magic that seems to be persistent around it in order to crush and thin it out. Instead of trying to suppress the magic and forcing it closed, you are allowing it to spread wider and wider, opening the rift across the 100-foot expanse exactly 1.5 inches. Things can come through, but nothing that fucking big. And as you finalize the rift stretching all the way across, the last 2 rods are placed above and below it, with the rotating orbs with the last 2 spells, so that it cannot open wider in any direction. The rift is not closed yet, but it is currently shunted from becoming a worse problem. Well, that is a very surprising ability. I have to admit, the Lyceum is doing a wonderful job training everybody.
Yes, it's a recent advance at the Lyceum.
Wonderful. May I inquire as to how the discovery of that... I'll ask later. Your payment, everybody. I apologize. Thank you all so very much. I'm going to create a campsite around that other orb and hopefully be able to identify and probably ask a couple of other archmages to come look into this for me.
I just don't want it destroying my homeland.
Absolutely not. We don't want it to destroy anything.
It killed a deer.
I appreciate your... Oh dear.
What did he say? Except
Oh
It
dear.
Except no.
split a mountain and killed a deer so far.
I get it.
Kill
You
the
know,
deer.
you're all right.
God.
You're all right.
Well, is the deer edible?
It's tenderized. It got the crap
It's
beat
not
out of it.
what?
I
Not
like
dinner.
the way you think.
It is very fucking tenderized.
It's as bashed up as Broska was.
Oh, that's not good.
So, I'm going to set up a campsite here and conduct a lot of investigations and experiments on this anomaly. What did he refer to that creature as? A locust?
Yeah, locus of air.
That is a very ominous thing to call anything. But that is neither here nor there. So, I'm going to give you all access to the ship
Oh, cool.
in the meantime. That is what I was thinking as well. You all can take the vessel, have it transport you over to the closest city, Al-Kharel, I believe it was. And we will have the captain bring it back to me once you are all delivered. Is this fair with all of you?
That works for us.
Definitely.
If you're still in the area, might we buy passage back if we need it?
If we're ever heading in the same direction, you all have a seat on my
I
ship.
appreciate it. It has been a pleasure
Just
doing
know the business
with
I
you,
am
and
committed.
as long as Mother doesn't find out, she doesn't need to know.
Mother does not need to know. Yes. He looks at you, Argon, with, for the first time, a slight smile.
Ain't tell her nothing.
I start mending the ship because I feel guilty about letting Argon cast fireball at it.
Argon feels no guilt about casting fire.
I know, I'm feeling it for you.
And I appreciate that.
So, I believe that is our business. Here is your money with a small tip added on as well. He reaches into his satchel and pulls out 4 large sacks and tosses one to each of you. Inside of each sack is 500 platinum pieces.
I'm eating fancy next time we're in town.
Not a deal? I'm just kidding. Alrighty, let's go down. Drop me off. Let's go. And the ship descends down to the ground where he is relinquished with several large crates of experiment equipment that he had already, several large tents, as well as 10 soldiers out there to watch over the situation. Before the courtier waves you all goodbye as you take off on his ship off towards Ankara. And I think that's where we're going to call the session today, everybody.
All right.
Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a good time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.